Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Satini. Thank you for stopping by. If you like the content that you see on this channel, please feel free to subscribe, to like, to share, and to leave a comment. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. First of all, my setup is a little bit different today. I am not in my usual spot, and it is 11:30 in the night. But yeah. So today we're going to talk about steps to take before you quit your job. So I am an entrepreneur, as we all know, but in the beginning of my entrepreneurship journey, I made the mistake of quitting my job before starting my business. So I thought it would be all easy, I'll get clients really quickly, and nope, it didn't work out that way. So I learned some lessons and I learned them the hard way. So here's me to tell you about steps that you can take so that you don't fall into the same trap that I did when you quit your job and you're trying to set up a business and then you end up broke, basically. So step number one. Step number one for me, I would feel like, is the golden rule, and that is to save, save, save. Save at least 6 months of your salary. I know it doesn't seem ideal, especially if you're stuck in a job that you don't love anymore. But I'm telling you that if you quit your job without any savings, that is basically a recipe for disaster. So save at least 6 months salary. If you can't save 6 months salary, your job has become too toxic for you to work there, then at least save 3 months. But honestly, 6 months would be the most ideal and the most logical. And if things don't work out, you can always look for a job on the 5th month or on the 4th month or something like that. So save, 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 save. You should be saving already, so you should have a lot of savings. Just save a little extra to get yourself to that 6-month goal. Set up the business before you leave. There is a lot of things that come into place when you are starting out a business. There is regulations that you have to follow, there is registrations that you have to follow. All of these depend on industry and the country that you're in. It is best to have everything in place before you start your business. Find out if you can trade as a self-employed, which is normally the best idea when you're starting out and you don't want to invest money in registrations and a business account and all of that. But what I found is that clients are more inclined to work with somebody who's got a registered business and who's got a business bank account, because that's covering their back as well if anything goes wrong and you decide to disappear with the money. But you would be surprised how long these things can take, like how long it would take to get your company registered, how long it takes to get your business tax number and stuff like that. All those things can be very lengthy, so it is best to have them done before the business actually starts, instead of trying to kickstart all of that when you've already quit your job. You'll probably waste a month just trying to set up. So set up right before you start, so that when you start, you are ready to trade and to make some money. Downgrade your lifestyle. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me with this one, but I think it worked for me. Try and downgrade your lifestyle, even though you have your 6 month savings already in your account, like the boss that you are. But still, downgrade your lifestyle. You will be surprised where you can save a bit of coin here and there. Do you really need to have a Netflix account and an Amazon Prime account? Maybe you could do away with one of those. Maybe you could do away with some of the unnecessary leisure subscriptions that you have. Do you really need that expensive toilet paper from that high-end store like Woolworths or something like that? Maybe you could just work with the normal 1-ply toilet paper instead of 2-ply, or just getting a cheaper no-name brand of toilet paper, cleaning products. It doesn't seem like you're saving much, because you're only saving like a couple of dollars here and there, but those little dollars do add up. So if you are, for example, living in an expensive apartment, maybe consider getting a roommate, or even consider getting a cheaper apartment. When your expenses are low, your stress levels will be lower as well, and you can focus on building your company and building your brand without being worried about all these bills that are circulating and that you have to actually take care of. Network. Make connections before you actually start. Contact other business owners, contact other young entrepreneurs like yourself. If you can find a mentor for yourself, better. Get a mentor, somebody who's already in the business, somebody who knows how the business works. They will give you valuable resources and information that will help take your business to the best possible place. Surround yourself with other entrepreneurs, not just because you want to make connections and just to generate business, but just so you can speak to somebody who understands when you're once into the entrepreneurship journey, because it's a jungle out there. These entrepreneurship streets can be very cold sometimes, and you need a familiar face out in the streets. You need somebody to talk to, somebody who already knows the game, somebody who will tell you that, look, this is business. Sometimes it's very busy, sometimes it's very quiet. Starting isn't as easy as people think. You're gonna crawl, and you're gonna crawl a lot before you can actually work. And in some instances, you're gonna be sitting like a duck for months. That need a heavy weight in your corner, someone who's already in the game, and someone will tell you that, look, the sun will shine again. Because like I said, in business, sometimes it takes time for you to actually run. You'll have to crawl first, and in some instances, you're just a sitting duck for a couple of months because you basically have no business. The most important thing that you should consider, and this is something that you'll have to do once everything is set up and once you have actually quit your job. You can even do this before. This is the most important thing, and this is the thing that some people often don't do, are often afraid to do, and then they're back in the same hamster cage and going back into corporate world and working for somebody else, building somebody else's empire. And that is basically to start. Take the plunge, take the risk, do it whilst you still can. Just start. That's it. Just start. Don't be afraid. Yes, it's scary out there, but then if you don't do it, you will never know. If you don't do it, you won't reach your full potential. You've thought this through. You've done your research. You have the money invested. You have your savings. You've downgraded your lifestyle. You live in a cheaper apartment. You basically have nothing to lose. Start. Entrepreneurship is very hard, but it is very rewarding. Yes, we don't really do 9 to 5 hours. Sometimes we do shorter hours. Sometimes we work through the night. That happens. But once you're started, you will be unstoppable. So good luck on your entrepreneurship journey, and I will see you in the next video.